Hello, everyone. Welcome to Deb House Crafty Cottage. And I hope you're here to see the pre-order with me. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if I get some people. It is we had a nice day yesterday, I will say that, but today is a very dreary, rainy day. So we shall see. So I'm going to play with the new in colors first, and I'll just swatch them out while I'm waiting for anybody to join me. I know it's a Saturday, but this just arrived this morning, and I felt like I wanted to come on and share this with you guys. And then we'll do the Stampin' Right. So these are the alcohol markers. They're called Stampin' Blends, and they come in a duo of light and dark. And I will tell you the colors of all of these once I'm done this. All right. And then, hi. Nope, nobody's here. Ooh, bees. I want to do light and dark in the right order here. This is dark. Ooh, that's a pretty color. That is a pretty color. So, and then light for this one. Hello, welcome. I'm just trying to share the pre-order that I just received this morning. In fact, it really made my cat and I both jump because the doorbell rang loud, and I never expect deliveries in the morning. They usually come in the afternoon. So it kind of scared us. Oh, somebody left. Sorry. Hello. Say hello. I'm going to be sharing my pre-order with whoever shows up today. And these are the new in colors, which I'll go over as soon as we have some people. So I hope some people will join me. Hello. Please say hello. Join me for my pre-order unboxing. Now these are the Stampin' Right markers. The other ones were the alcohol markers called Stampin' Blends. And I'll label this in a minute so that you can know the names, and I can know the names because I am not used to them yet, having just received them. This is my favorite because I love turquoise, and this is called Tahitian Tide, but it's basically a turquoise, which I absolutely love, which, you know, those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that I love that. Now this one, well, I'll go over the names in a minute. Let me get the last one on here. Say hello so I know you're here, if you can. All right, so the color names are, let's just see what they are. Sweet Sorbet, which it does sort of look like that, especially the light in the Stampin' Blends. Hi, Renee. How are you feeling, hon? And this is the Stampin' Right. Okay, this is Sweet Sorbet. This new in color 22 to 23 is Parakeet Party. Ironically, I don't remember seeing a parakeet in the catalog, which would be really good to go with several of these colors, right? Anyway, this one that's like the turquoise is Tahitian Tide. This is my pre-order that it's for the catalog that goes into effect May 3rd. Okay, I hope I'll keep my fingers crossed and in my prayers. So hopefully it did. I hope. And this one is called it's called Starry Sky, which is a very deep purpley blue. And then this is a little bit lighter purpley color, and it is called Orchid Oasis. When I first saw these in the catalog, I thought they gave us 3 blues. You know, these 3 all look blue to me, but really this one is definitely more of a purple. And this one is a dark blue, but with a purple hue to it. And then this, of course, is turquoisey color. And Parakeet Party, sort of like our old lemon lime green we used to have, only it seems a little brighter to me. And then Sweet Sorbet is a really pretty color. They should have kept the ice cream stamps valid still. So, of course, the first thing I did with the pre-order is got in color stuff. So let me show you everything. These are the Stampin' blends, which are the alcohol markers. These are the Stampin' Right in color markers, which are the ink-based markers, the dye-based markers. So, and they are a 0.5 millimeter tip for writing, and then a brush tip for coloring with. And I'm going to move these out of the way for now. And then I got the ink refills in every color, and the Stampin' pads, the ink pads in every color. Same, that one I'll put on the bottom. Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis. And then I did get the in color designer series paper 6x6, and I got some ribbon. Sorry, trying to get everything out of the way here, and I don't have room. So let's look at the paper. But here's the colors again. I'll put that up here for anyone joining late. Yes, these are the new in colors. So they're Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis. So they'll be in effect May 3rd with the new annual catalog. This is the 2022 to 2024 in color designer series paper 6x6. You know, they have it for the color families. I didn't get those. I only got the in color. So let's do it in the same order and see what the pattern. They change the pattern every year. So even though it's a 2-year in color, probably in 2023, the papers will change. But this is a really pretty floral paper. And that's coming across more orange on my screen, but it's more of a raspberry sorbet kind of color. Yeah. And then this one's an all over light and dark dots. And then the other side is a plaid. And then sort of a crosshatch lines, light, about an 1/8 inch light shade, and then darker shade. I like these designs. These are good designs. I like that floral one especially. So that's the Sweet Sorbet. And then here is the Tahitian Tide. Yeah, I like the dark blue. I like all of these colors this year, actually. But this is my favorite because I like turquoise. But I like the dark blues too. Oops, I got a dark blue. No, that's not the dark blue. That's the orchid. So there we have the Tahitian Tide. Then this one is Orchid Oasis, which is more purple. It's got a blue, it's a purple blue. I mean, it's a blue purple instead of a purple blue on this one. It's the best way I can explain it. And here's that's what the Stampin' Right shades look like. Orchid Oasis. Pretty color. And then Parakeet Party. Definitely a bright lemon lime kind of green. Yellow green. Nice summer color, right? That could also be a sorbet too, like an ice cream color. And then the last one is the Starry Sky, which I'm surprised they didn't have stars on here, but they don't. So anyway, that is a really pretty. I think that's my second favorite color, next to the Tahitian Tide, and then probably Sweet Sorbet is my next favorite. I don't know. They're all pretty. They're all pretty this year. So this is the 2022 to 2024 in color designer series paper, 6x6. It is item code 159253 if you want to jot that down for a wish list. All right, so that's the in colors. In case you missed it, I did the Stampin' Blends, the Stampin' Right, and the colors are Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party. I'm saying this over and over because I need to memorize it too. Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis. Really pretty color palette this year. Yeah, they're all pretty. So, all right, so let me get into the other stuff I got. I did not, first of all, we could not order everything from the catalog. We had a pre-order list to choose from, so we were limited. I did get, though, 2 out of the 3 suites that we were allowed to get, but I didn't get the third one because there's 2 in the catalog that we couldn't order that I want more, so I had to wait on those, which is good. So the first one, though, is called Tea Boutique Suite Collection. It comes with a bundle called Cup of Tea. It says, thank you for your friendship. Take care of yourself. Let's see. Sweet. I miss you. We have a watermelon. That'll go good with the sweet sorbet. I just can't thank you enough. Enjoy. It's time for tea. A little tea tab. A to and from. Take care of yourself. Let's get together soon. And thank you. I like the font on these 3 larger ones. And then we have 2 teacups and some greenery and this, but the dies, seems like there's something I saw in the catalog that I'm not seeing here. I thought there were hearts coming out of one of them. Anyway, I may be mistaken. Oh, there's a heart on the tag here. Huh. There's little hearts here too that you can die cut and then have them coming out of the cup. That must be what I saw because I don't see a stamp with the hearts on it. So, but this is a plain cup that you can decorate however you want. And then there's one with like fern greenery on it. And this is the die that cuts out these when you stamp them to be coming out of the cup. And then there's this big leaf looking thing. Oh, this here. And then the watermelon, which you can, I guess, cut the individual slices, but also just the whole thing. Really cute set. And then the only other things that came with it are another 6x6 paper. Now this is meant to go with the in colors also. Thank you for the thumbs up. So I want to look at the paper because that's the one thing in the catalog. You can see it, but not great. But this is the suite that was designed to go with the new in colors. It is called Tea Boutique 6x6 Designer Series paper, and the colors in it are Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, which is a dark yellow, Fresh Freesia, which is a very pale purple, Garden Green, Orchid Oasis, the new purple color, Parakeet Party, Petal Pink, a very light pink, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Tahitian Tide. So all the new in colors are in it, along with Petal Pink, Garden Green, Fresh Freesia, Crushed Curry, and Crumb Cake. So here's the first sheet, and you get 48 sheets. So I think it's 8 designs, double-sided, 4 of each. That's the first one. And here's the reverse. This just has little flower designs in, I guess, Petal Pink on Sweet Sorbet. Aw, that's so sweet that they did that. I miss having play tea parties with my daughter and my grandkids. They're all kind of older than that now. This one's really pretty with the teapots. I used to collect teapots and teacups. I don't anymore. This looks like the Orchid Oasis. Now we have some lemons. Actually, didn't I guess tea and lemon? Yeah, like I use lemon in iced tea. I don't use it so much in hot tea. Lately, I've been drinking hot water with lime juice or lemon juice in it. And then this looks like the fresh freesia, which is a currant in color. This is really pretty too. It's mostly greens, but it has, well, the parakeet party plus the garden green, but then it's got little dots of the other in colors in here, little flowers in that color. That's very pretty. I like that. Sorry, the light is so glary. Maybe that's better. And then the reverse side is Petal Pink. It's sort of got a vintage feel, but it's got dots all over it. But some of them are sort of like as though they're smudged under stained paper or something. I don't know. Then we have stacked teacups. For those just joining, this is the Tea Boutique Suite Collection. And welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please say hello. So here's some little cups and this beautiful, this looks like the Starry Night mixed with the Orchid Oasis, perhaps. Oh, this is pretty too. Little flowers. Now that's garden green, and fresh freesia, and it looks like there's a little bit of the starry sky or something in the middle of the flowers. Very cute. And that's the crushed curry, which goes with the flowers in this one. That's the one thing I love about Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates, right? Now, if you wanted to get this early, also, all you have to do is join my team, and I'll be happy to talk with you about it. Hi, Clay. You're awake early on a Saturday for you, right? My neighbors have been running some machinery, and then the doorbell rang, which I really didn't expect, which was UPS. So I figured I'll just come on and share the pre-order, what I got. And this is the first suite called Tea Boutique Suite Collection. This is Parakeet Party. This is the sweet sorbet color with crumb cake and crushed curry on it. In white, it looks like. And then petal pink on the reverse. Here's more teapots, which I used to collect, like I said. And sort of just an artsy, vintage looking paper with Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky is the real dark color. It's yeah, there's I'll go over it again in a minute. It's really a turquoise, a dark blue that has a hint of purple in it, which is the Starry Sky, and the Orchid Oasis is more of a purple. I thought they were all blue also, but this one really is more of a purple, and I'll show you that in the ribbon in a minute too. Little envelopes with flowers coming out. That's a really cute paper. I like that one a lot. And crushed curry on the back, which you can, you can mix and match your papers and bring out the yellow in the flower pots. This is a pretty paper too. More teapots. If you're a tea person, I'm a coffee and tea person. This is Tahitian Tide, so that's more the turquoisey color. And then last one is flowers in sweet sorbet, petal pink, crushed curry, Tahitian Tide, garden green, and petal pink in the background. And the reverse is petal pink. So let me show you let me show you this other thing here first, which goes in this. It comes in the suite. So this suite has the stamp, the dies, the paper, and these cards and envelopes. And let me get my scissors. It doesn't have any embellishments or ribbon in the suite itself, which I kind of like. They kept the suite prices for the most part more reasonable, I felt anyway, which I was very happy for. So these are called Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. You can also get them separately. They're item 159270. And let's just take a peek at the cards first. I like getting some of these cards and envelopes other than just plain white ones, you know, like that I make with. So this is Tahitian Tide, and it's a stripe. And then this is, and how many do you get of them? Looks like you get 4, yeah, 4 of each color. Sweet Sorbet. No, I'm sorry. This is Parakeet Party. What am I saying? This is Sweet Sorbet. Hi, Chris. How are you doing? And this is Tahitian Tide, my favorite because it's like a turquoise. This one looks like Orchid Oasis. And then this darker color is the Starry Sky. So they really do go well together. These were the Stampin' Blend Light and Dark. And this is the Stampin' Write markers, which are the ink-based ones, which tend to be a little bit darker. They more are in line with the dark Stampin' Blend than they are the light. But really pretty. Okay, now let's look at the envelopes because they have pretty designs on. Here's the envelope for Parakeet Party. And again, 4 of each. They're just white on the inside, but oh, look, they have the flowers go in the reverse too. That's cute. And here's Sweet Sorbet. Tahitian Tide. Orchid. I actually like that color. Orchid Oasis. I wasn't sure because sometimes light purples get washed out kind of thing, but I do like it. And Starry Sky. Really pretty envelopes, right? And they go well with the stamp set. So that is the whole suite. The stamp, the dies, the paper I just showed, and then these cards and envelopes. So I'm looking forward to working with that. So the next suite is called, well, there was a suite we could order called Sun Prints, and the only thing I got in that was the embossing folder. I'll have to show you that later because I don't know what I did with it. It's, I think I put it somewhere separate. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. So when I get to it, I'll show it to you. But this suite has Happiness Abounds, photopolymer stamp set, and dies. This is called Hues of Happiness. And it has these sort of scripty sentiments that say, sending many thanks for all you do, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. Friend, best wishes, happy birthday. You are wonderful in every way, and congratulations. And one thing I'm really happy about that this is photopolymer is because sometimes these smaller sentiments, now these images are at 80%. So let's look at the actual size. But anyway, sometimes with those smaller skinny sentiments on the red rubber stamps, I don't know, how am I going to put this? They either get too much border on them or they get too flimsy and they don't stamp right for me sometimes. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I like that. So yeah, they're a nice size. They're not tiny, teeny sentiments, which I'm happy for. I kind of am liking the bigger sentiments. And again, our stamp cases for photopolymer, the images are on the back of the paper that's inside. And when you get your catalog, this suite, Hues of Happiness, is on page 108 and 109. And then here's the dies. It has this interesting, I guess like a background die. I'm wondering if I guess it pops out all those little heart-shaped flowers and stuff. That'll be interesting to see. And then 2 looks like kind of strips or borders. This will make it look like old ledger book paper. And I don't know what this one is, but then you maybe could wrap some ribbon through that. I forgot to show you the ribbon, by the way. And then these cut out all the images here. Doesn't look like, well, actually this one, yeah, I think it cuts this one out. Maybe not this one. I'm not sure. That might be this one. And then all of these are definitely there. So, yeah, nice set of dies. Happiness Abounds, Hues of Happiness Sweet. It also came with these glossy dots assortment. And this is, I'm going to say, Gorgeous Grape. This might be the Sweet Sorbet. I'm thinking this is Daffodil Delight. I'm not positive. And this sort of looks like Coastal Cabana or Pool Party. But they're definitely like an iridescent or glossy. Let me take them out of the wrapper, so you're not getting glared out the wazoo. Yeah, they're different. They have sort of a design in them. I can't explain. I'm not there. I think you're seeing them pretty good. They're calling them Glossy Dots Assortment. And I'll have to let you know later what the colors exactly are. And then there's paper, 12 by 12 this time. Look at that. That paper is probably what drew me to this suite. Which I really have no business getting a lot of paper. I tried to limit it. I did try and limit it, but I didn't really succeed too much. So, yeah. Anyway, this is called Hues of Happiness 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. I'm in love with this piece of paper right here. This makes it for me, this whole... you missed the in colors page, but I'm going to show you the ribbons in a minute as soon as I'm done this suite. Now, right now we're on a suite called Hues of Happiness. It's the second one I've shown. You get a Happiness Abounds stamp set, dies, these glossy dots assortment, which I think is Gorgeous Grape, Sweet Sorbet, which is a new color. I don't think this is Parakeet Party. I think this is Daffodil Delight, and this looks to me like Coastal Cabana or Pool Party. I believe it might be Pool Party. Let me look at the paper sheet thing and tell you the colors in the paper. Yeah, it's Coastal Cabana or Pool Party because they're both in here. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, which is a light purple, Gorgeous Grape, the darker purple, excuse me, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Pool Party. So this is using most of the regular colors we have, except Fresh Freesias in this past year's in colors. So let me move these out of the way and show the paper, because I'm anxious to see what the rest of it looks like. But this one is gorgeous, and it's got really two color families going on here, and they blend in together, right? The yellow sort of is blending them together. That's interesting. I didn't notice that at first. All right, so the other side of that is little X's in a rainbow of colors. I'll go over, I'll summarize at the end, but I'll do the in color ribbons in a minute before I do the next suite. I only got 3 out of the 4 suites we could order, and then I got some standalone stuff, and I got all the in colors. I'll show you all of the markers in a minute too. Another sort of rainbow effect. I kind of like how they did that. Then you can choose if you want to do this colorway or that colorway or something in the middle. That's pretty neat. And I like the little dainty flowers on that. Ooh, that's pretty. That's definitely rainbow. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous paper. I'm so happy I got this one. This was on my pre-order wish list, as was the Tea Boutique. The next one I'm going to show you wasn't on my original list, but I got it. And then there's one I didn't get, which is called Sunprint Suite. But I mentioned I got an embossing folder from it only, and that's called Fern Embossing Folder, which I'll show you as soon as I find it. So this is the next one. That's pretty too, on the Night of Navy. So this one's not really using the in colors, but the first one I showed was, and I'll share that again. And more watercolory, or actually it looks more like oil paint than watercolor to me. And could have a sunrise, sunset, or whatever. Beautiful. And then this floral again. And I'm thinking, I could be wrong, I'm kind of wondering if maybe some of these flowers, like maybe that one, would cut out with these dies. I don't know. I have to play with it first, so don't hold me to that. But this sheet looks like maybe a couple of the flowers might cut out. Or maybe that one instead. I think maybe this one instead. Let me just see that, actually. Let me get those dies. So this is Happiness Abounds. And hi, Paige. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think this is gonna, once I get it figured out right. Yep. So this sheet of paper, the dies will work with both the, I think both the large. Let me see if I can do it right. No, maybe not this one. I don't think it works with that one. Huh. It works with some of them. There, it works with the pink, but it doesn't seem to work with these purple. I want to call them roses, but I don't think they are. Anyway, whatever they are, they're pretty. And so, yeah, the dies do work with this sheet of paper, these two sheets of paper. In Pool Party, Costa Cabana, Night of Navy, Gorgeous Grape, and I don't remember seeing Highland Heather in there, but it might be. And I'm not sure, Fresh Freesia and something. Okay. Let me put that aside. Oh, and this one too, because this is the same but with the yellow. So this is the purples and blues, and this is the yellows, pinks, and darker pinks. So pretty. And I'm sure those dies will work because they're the same shaped flowers. So the dies will work with these two sets of paper. And on the backs of those, more oil paint and yeah, more oil paint on both. So very pretty. Yeah, exactly. But stock up on it because, you know, it always retires in a year or something. All right, so that is that suite. It has the stamp set, the dies, and the suite is called Hues of Happiness. The stamp set, the dies, the paper, and the gems. Let me go back and show you the in color ribbons. And I'll just show you quickly since Paige joined. The first suite I got was called Cup of Tea Boutique Suite Collection. It has Cup of Tea with the tea dies. It has 6x6 paper, and this does contain the in colors. And I'll just leaf through. You'll have to rewatch if you want to see the details. It's got some lemons and flowers and teacups and really, really pretty papers, actually. I'm really happy I got this one. I used to collect teapots. So the colors in this one are Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, and then here come the new ones, Orchid Oasis, Parakeet Party, Petal Pink, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Tahitian Tide. And then there's also in the suite is cards and envelopes to go with it, which are really pretty. And these are all in the new in colors. Okay. So that's really mostly what you missed. I do too. I love the tea themes. And like I said, I used to collect teapots and teacups too. I don't anymore. I don't collect anything but Stampin' Up and beads, which is enough. All right, let me show you the in color ribbons, and I'll bring this back out, and I'll bring these back out just so you can see the pretty colors. So this little card I did, these are the Stampin' Blends Light and Dark. And then this is the Stampin' Write markers, which you can get in a 5-pack for the in colors. And then I got the ink refills, of course, and I got the Stampin' pads. And I did get the ribbon they have, which is metallic woven ribbon, 1/8 inch, approximately 10 yards. And this is the Orchid Oasis one, which is more the purpley color. And it does spread out if you so choose to do it. I wouldn't do it as far as I did up there. Or you can not do that. So yeah, and it came in Orchid Oasis, really pretty. Tahitian tie, which that looks gorgeous. I don't want to cut it. I actually did a boo-boo on this one and I stuck my scissor in too far, but actually it's self-repairing, so that's good. Tahitian tie, parakeet party. Now this looks a little more lighter pink than the markers to me, but I don't know, maybe because of the metallic. And this dark one is called Starry Sky, which is actually gorgeous. And then actually they carried over the pool party, is it called sheer? Yeah, sheer ribbon. And I had run out of that, so I did get another pool party because lots of their paper has pool party in this time. Okay, so that's those ribbons. That's the only ribbons I got. I think there were a couple other ones available. But like I said in the very beginning, we could not order from the whole catalog. There are 2 suites I didn't get because I couldn't get and that I wanted. And there's 1 suite we could get, and I didn't. But I got the embossing folder, which I'm looking for again now. And I don't know what I did with it. Hang on. No. All right. So the next one is it's a suite called He's the Man. For you, those of you that are men or know men. It's called, the stamp set is called He's All That. It's great for Father's Day or whatever. It's Hello Handsome. This is a cling red rubber. To the man who does everything. I like the classic car one. Happy birthday to a classic. Together for the long haul with the VW bus and a surfboard on it, I guess. Every day with you is another adventure. Number 1. Love this guy. Holy smokes, you're amazing. And it's got like the grill stuff on it. So that has 11 red rubber stamps. And then it's got these dies to go with it with these labels. And they're called the All That dies. So yeah, we got some banner like things for the word. Oh, and Hello Handsome has a mustache there. Some straight banners, sort of a rectangle that has a inner outer ridge. This looks like a sun to me. That'll be well used for me, probably. And then kind of a wide oval. And then these, I guess these sort of look like the grills on the car or something, or they could be barbecue grill to go with the Holy Smokes, you're amazing. So that's the stamp and die set. Hi, Judy. Is the ribbon like the, I don't think exactly. I think it's a little thinner and maybe a little more sheer. I think the copper ribbon was a little heavier. This is actually even lighter, but maybe it'll even tie a better bow. It's similar, but it's not quite the same. Has more metallic shimmer in it, I think, too. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. Yeah, the colors are absolutely gorgeous. I'll just leave this here just so you can see them. And then with that came these rustic metallic adhesive back dots. I wasn't going to get them because I have some other rustic looking metallic dots. These are all the same color, but they're in 2 different sizes. Yeah, 3 and 4 millimeter. They're sort of a bronzy gold kind of color. Not really copper, bronzy gold. There's no ribbon that came with this. I think there's some that would go with it, but I don't think we could get them yet. And then the paper for this is called He's the Man 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. Oh, I didn't realize it was specialty. So let's look at that. All right, let me put that down. Let me put these down. And the colors in it are, I forgot to look. Basic black, obviously, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Sahara Sand, and Soft Succulent. Those are the colors. This one's clearly basic black. It has little pigs and the barbecue kind of stuff. And Cajun Craze on the back. This one has the ties and shoes and bow ties and a little banner and some eyeglasses. Now the Handsomely, this would go well with the Handsomely Suited if you have that bundle, as well as this one. So think about that if you have that. It's retiring. And then Early Espresso, just sort of a crosshatch plaid on the back. Yeah. Must resist. Yeah, I'm not so good about it. I was actually thankful that they didn't let us buy everything we could, because my wish list was well over $1,000, even with discounts that I have and stuff. So, and I managed to take it down by about 2/3. So, yeah. And this one has the VW, the old classic cars, motorcycles. I like that one. I wish it wasn't Cajun Craze, but it's okay. And then the back of that is, I think Sahara Sand, or yeah, it looks more like Sahara Sand to me, as do these cars. Early Espresso, I like that one. Nice neutral for anybody, really. And then this one, whew, is busy. If you have trouble with that, I can understand. I think that's also Sahara Sand, maybe Soft Succulent in there, because I was going to say it looks like a little bit of green and Early Espresso. And then this one has these. This is upside down. So I'm thinking, oh, they're actually punch outs. Huh. I have not seen that except in separate ephemera packs from Stampin' Up since I've been a demonstrator. These are punch outs, and you get 2 sheets of them. Of this design. So that's really cool. Instant cards almost. And look, you've got some vintage. I really like this. I'm glad I got this. Really like these punch out ideas because it's easy. You don't have to have the dies to do it. If you can't afford the dies, you could get the paper, maybe the stamp set and the embellishments, and there you go. Here's the stamp set again and the dies for He's All That, which is part of the He's the Man Sweet Collection. We got some antlers up here for the hunters, so you could use it with other, things. And there's a stamp set I'm going to show you coming up that'll go with this one. It says, "You Make Me Hoppy." This is great. I really like this. And here's the grill. You're flipping awesome. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let me try and put them down without them all falling out. And then we have some like trees and campers and stuff, which would go well with the Campology stamp set. Now I understand why they carried that over. I don't remember that either, except for they have had separate ephemera packs that had them. So this is the Soft Succulent. You've got your tent, your camper, your campfire. So this will not only go with this stamp set, but again with Campology. So if you have some of these other stamp sets, think about how you can use them with this paper. That definitely could be used for Campology, which did carry over. So that's the He's the Man 12 by 12 Designer Series paper with punch outs. I'm actually really liking that one now. And I didn't think I would, honestly. I was kind of on the fence about it, but I'm glad I got it. Okay. Now, we have some one-offs that I got. And they had more, but I didn't get them all. I just couldn't afford to get everything, even that they offered us to get. This one is called Sending Smiles. It is a bundle. It's item 158707 as a bundle. The sending, you can either stamp or there's a die for it. And it is a photopolymer. And then it does have the skinny sentiments. And remember, I was saying earlier, I like photopolymer for the skinny sentiments because I think they stamp better sometimes than the cling for the skinny ones. I like the cling better for these kind of images and stuff usually. But because this looks like it doesn't say two-step, but it looks like two-step to me, then it's easier to see what you're doing. And there's dies to cut all these pieces out. There's also a shadow die for the sending, which I guess would work either for the stamp or as a shadow for this. I don't know yet. And then 2 little flowers and some long banners to use with these. It says, sending smiles across the miles, all the good luck for your way, sunshine to brighten your day, love and big hugs, that's me, birthday wishes, a note of thanks, a card to say hello, and comfort and strength. So it's a really good all-purpose bundle to get. And that's why I got it, because some of the other all-purpose ones are retiring. And then the one that goes with the hoppy sentiment in that man paper, Brewed for You. I was back and forth on this one too, but I decided I would get it. It says, oh, ale, yes. Another round for your birthday. I owe you one or several. It's got the foam. Breweries around here are a big thing. And there's a couple different ones. Yeah, exactly. I thought you'd like that one, Paige. And get it with that man paper, even if you don't get the other suite, because it's got that that sentiment in it. The punch out. Or I can't get to it right now. But then here's your dies. The die cuts everything. Also has what looks like what are they called? Artichoke. Not sure how that fits in with it, but anyway. And then you've got your foam. We've got a few little bars on here. I guess they're for labels. I don't, for the bottles or something. I'm not exactly sure. And some leaves, which is kind of interesting too. But anyway, yeah, that will work with that. And probably you could use that with the Nothing's Better Than bundle also, which is carrying over. So, you know, you can do multi-purpose. This is photopolymer, and here's the actual sizes. Really decent size stamps, but not too big that they don't take up like the whole card front kind of thing. I really like it. I had to get that one too. All right, and then I got some one-off Just Stamp sets. This one is called Framed Occasions. I think this is a bundle also, but I don't think I got the dies to go with this one. Hang on, let me check. No. Well, there is something called Fabulous Frames dies. I think that might go with this. I didn't get them. I got some other stuff though. But this, I think, would go with the octagons in Hello Beautiful, probably. This looks like it would go with the circle die, and I'm going to show you something in a minute. It's just a nice, simple stamp set, Framed Occasions, and it is photopolymer. It's $18, $158,745. So that's a nice all-purpose. Hops, yeah. Then we have limited edition, and the reason I got this is because if you sell your cards, demonstrators, you need to put the copyright Stampin' Up. But what they did this time is they have like handcrafted from the heart and the Stampin' Up logo right on the same stamp. I used to stamp Made with Love, but then I had to add the Stampin' Up, and I sometimes got it crooked or whatever. So this is nicer. A paper hug from me, limited edition, Stampin' Up. I should use that because most of mine are one or two of a kind. but mostly I use Made with Love, or hand stamped with the heart. That would be okay too. It's cling red rubber. So for anybody that needs the Stampin' Up logo, this is the new set, limited edition. And then I still haven't found that embossing folder, but I did get dies too. I'm trying to figure out what I did with that. These are called Stylish Shapes dies. You know, a while back we had the stitch shaped dies. These are similar, and those retired, but we have squares again and stitched circles and squares stitched, as well as some flag banners in 4 different sizes. So I couldn't pass that up to get back to having stitched squares and circles again. So there's that. And I'm really upset. Hang on. I must have it mixed in with, oh, I did get, you can order these also. I order 2 packs of the cardstock that has all 5 of the in colors in it, because I will cut them into card bases, or at least one of them I'll cut into card bases, and this one I'll probably cut into card mats. And then I didn't order all the other papers yet, but I had to get Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky because I knew they'd be my favorites. And I'll get the other ones probably next month or something. Oh, there's another specialty paper and another thing I have to show you. And I don't know what oh, here it is. Here's the Fern 3D embossing folder. Now this is part of a suite called Sun Prince Suite, which also has a designer paper, and I think it's mostly blues. And I didn't get it because right now I still have the Waves paper that I need to use before May 2nd comes around, because it will not be carried over. And then there's a stamp set and bundle and dies, you know, the bundle with the stamp set and dies, and then this. And I really like this, and I have the Forever Fern bundle, which carried over, so I thought that would go well with it. You can't, it's better to just look at this actually, I guess, from the glare. So I thought that was beautiful. Are the dies the same as the I don't know, Paige. I haven't played with them. I just got this morning. Stampin' Up, yeah, not Stampin' Up, UPS rang the doorbell and scared the wits out of my cat and I this morning around 9:30. And I only had time to just bring it up and get everything out of the boxes and stuff. They look similar. Let me see. Yeah, they're stitched inside and out. But 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 squares and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles, and then 4 banners. So that's 15 dies. And also, by the way, this always tells you how many dies are supposed to be in here. So if you think you are missing something, you can count your dies and see if you have them all or not. I do that sometimes when I put them away, just to make sure I haven't lost something, which I've done before. And same with the stamps. They have that on the front too. And then there's 2 more papers I want to show you. The first one is this little pack of vellum. It is called, it just dropped something. Okay. It is called, what is it called? Lovely Layers Vellum. So let's look and see what the patterns in it are. Lovely, it's 3 3/4 by 5-inch vellum. There's 60 pieces in it. This says 4 by 5 1/4. So I don't know. The dimensions on these are different. I'm going to measure it and tell you which one is right. Got 2 different dimensions on the same pack. I think it's the 3 3/4. Yeah, it's the 3 3/4 by 5-inch. So if you get this, you can ignore the bottom one. It is not 4 by 5 1/4. It goes on a 4 by 5 1/4 card. All right, so the first one is this floral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Is that right? 2, 3. Yeah, so it must be 5 sheets each of 12 designs. This one's kind of pretty. It's dots around the edges, so you could have your sentiment in here still and have some background paper, and it wouldn't overbear it. That's a pretty one too. This one's a little dark. It sort of looks like waves or mountains. You could do it that way, I guess, to look like mountains, or let me take one off so you can see it better. That's that one. I'll let you know, Paige, once I play with those other dies. I still have my, I think I still have my stitched shapes dies. Maybe. And these are sort of like the circles in Painted Poppies or Hello Beautiful. That kind of, they're sort of off. They're not sort of an ovalish circle with swirls. And then I think this is some plain vellum. Maybe the rest of it is plain. Yeah. This all looks like plain. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 with, what did I say? 5. So that's 20. 4 times 5 is 20. So there's 20 with designs, and then there's has to be 40 plain vellum sheets. I didn't realize that. I thought they were all designs. Interesting. Well, it saves from having to cut layers of vellum. But there you go. I didn't know that. So anyway, there you have it. So there's 40 plain and 5 each of 4 designs, or 20 different design papers, vellum papers, called Lovely Layers. And that's standalone. I don't think it's in any suite or anything. And then one other thing, which is a host only, or have a part, oh no, 2 other things. One more specialty paper. This one I love. I love. This is called Brushstroke 12 by 12 inch specialty paper. I'm trying to see if that was in, no, it was not in the other suite that I didn't get. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So this is the Brushstrokes specialty paper. It is a thinner paper. It sort of has a design on the back, but I think it's like coming through from the front. So this is the new color Starry Sky. And I'm not sure what this color is. Hang on, let me check. Let me find my catalog. Let me tell you, just a moment. I want to get it right for you. If I can find it. Okay, it is, oh, this is actually Night of Navy, but I think it would work with the Starry Sky too, don't you think? I think this is beautiful, and it does look like, it almost looks like leaves. They're calling it brushstrokes, but it sort of looks like it has a leaf or a fern pattern to it. But the colors are Night of Navy, Soft Succulent, and Blushing Bride. You get 1 sheet of each, which really for me is all I need in specialty paper most of the time, unless it's like gold foil or silver foil or something. Sorry that's so bright. There's your colors. But the pattern you can see best on this dark one. There's another specialty paper that I want, but we couldn't order it yet. Yeah, there's a couple actually. But this is one I did want, and I did get it. And then, I know, isn't that pretty? You could use a heat gun, or I would suggest using, first of all, StazOn vellum as opposed to the dye inks. But yeah, definitely you would have to let the inks dry, or heat gun them. But be careful on the heat gun because vellum will curl if you get it too hot. So you don't want to overheat it. Now, this paper is a host-only item. And I was a little hesitant to get it, but I really liked the design of it this time. It has Blackberry Bliss, which isn't in the other papers much, or if at all. Daffodil Delight, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. There's a lot of Pool Party, either in bits or in large amounts in lots of the papers, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So some things I didn't get. There's one that has birds in it, and I didn't get it this time because it's more whimsical looking. There's a vintage bottle bundle with a punch and shaker things, which I didn't get. There's one I'm thinking about called Wisteria something, which I didn't get. And then there's Fabulous Frames dies, which I think go with that one thing I showed you, but I didn't want to get them. I had to stay in budget, first of all. Okay, so this is the host-only paper, so you need to have an order of 150 to be able to order this, but it's $18 as a host item, so you really need a $180 order to get it totally free. But anyway, let me show you this. Let's look at this together because I haven't really seen all the patterns. So that's the front, and this is the back. So this will be nice for any of your floral paper stamps and stuff, right? This one looks like tile work, mosaic tile. It's okay. I always say I like these things, and then I fail to use them. It's something different. And then this looks like, I think it said Petal Pink, right? So that's that one. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's Blackberry Bliss. I really like that one. I think that's classy looking. And then it has also Petal Pink on the back. Yeah, I'm hurting for space too. I know the in colors are gorgeous. This is not really the in colors, but this is in the host paper if you need a good, nice generic kind of papers. That's nice for birthdays or even masculine because it's kind of got the dark colors in it too. Or this one, all over pattern, really pretty. I really love Blackberry Bliss, and I'm so mad they retired the ribbon. I might have to use my one roll anyway. And this is Bicycles, and this overall green, I don't know, sort of a mosaic pattern too. And then we have like a green animal print, but it also still has that circly, half circle kind of design. Maybe I have it upside down. The back of it is this. Pinwheel flowers, I guess I'll call them. Ooh, that's pretty. This one I love. And there's 4 sheets each, so I forget how many papers. There's a lot of papers in this. The other side of this is Pool Party with little 3-petal flowers. But I like that one. Now, if you got the kite, I might have to do that. The kite stamp set or bundle that is retiring already. It's in, well, I shouldn't say that. It's in the January to June. It's available through the end of June while supplies last. But it's not carrying over, just so you know. Yeah. That's a good plan. Push your stuff. But this has kites all over it. So, yeah, I might have to use that stamp set soon again. And then a stripe on the back. And then we have a Petal Pink floral, which can be for anything. And Petal Pink wild stripes on the back. This one's pretty. I have to see, these look awfully familiar, like maybe they go with one of those dies we had earlier. Maybe. Let me just check something. Where's my happiness one? Well, I was kind of thinking this, but it's not the same pattern. But it just looks really familiar. Anyway, you could probably easily fussy cut them if you wanted to. The background on that is Pool Party. And this is Coastal Cabana. Really pretty. And this is all over viney colors. I forget what color they said this was. I'll tell you in a little bit. It looks like Just Jade to me, but I don't think so. Exactly, Judy, I agree. And this stripe on the back. And this, I believe, is Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry together. And on the back, we have some seagulls. So that would be nice for your ocean or lighthouse themed items. And I think that's it. So let me check the amount of paper you get is 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So there's 12 double-sided papers, 4 of each in that one. And I think I might have come to the end. I'm not sure. Again, all these sparkly ribbons. I wasn't going to get all the colors, and then I just did. And I got another one of the Pool Party sheer ribbon because they carried it over and I ran out of it. And I love that ribbon. And then, of course, I got all the blends. They have them in all 5 of the colors now. So they are Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide. Let me get these in the right places. Dark Starry Sky. Dark, all right. This has to be Light Starry Sky. Yeah. This is Starry Sky, and this is Orchid Oasis. And there's what they come out like. Okay. And of course the ink pads and the paper and the 6x6. I'll show you that real quick again. The 6x6 designer series paper for all the color families. I only got the in color. In fact, I think that's all we could get this time so far. But I got it because the only paper that is totally in colors is the Tea Boutique and this one. And there we go with Starry Sky. We have a floral, a plaid, dots, and a sort of a lined stripe, if you will, a thinner stripe. I forget what that's called. Almost like a tweed, I guess it would be called. I don't know. I like the floral. And then we have the Parakeet Party. These colors are gorgeous this year. They're fun. But also, you know, I like the blues. Here's Orchid Opal, so you can see the difference better maybe with the paper. Starry Sky is definitely a darker blue with a purple hint to it, whereas Orchid Oasis is more of a purple with a blue hint to it. But they go together really well. Yeah, Orchid Oasis. I wasn't sure about that. The ribbon looks a little darker than that, but there's the ribbon with it. No, it goes with it. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful this year. And then this is one of my faves, of course, Tahitian Tide. Because, you know, I like turquoise. Pinstripe. Well, it's pinstripe, yes, but then the wider stripe in between has like sideways little slashes all the way. I don't know if you can, maybe on the darker color. I don't think there. I know it showed up for a minute, but really pretty and all around. I like that we got plaid again. And the dots, of course, you can use for anything, birthdays or Snow. It's very similar. I think it has a little bit more. I think it might be a little lighter than Tempting Turquoise was, but Tempting Turquoise was before my time. I actually bought it at a yard sale just before I became a demonstrator, and then of course I couldn't really use it. So, and then, but now I have one I can legit use for at least 2 years. And then this is Sweet Sorbet, which is not orange. It's showing up orange on there. It's definitely a reddish raspberry kind of color, I guess is how I'll explain it. Not really tomato. It's like a sorbet, like a raspberry sorbet. Yeah. Tweed. That's it. Thank you. That's what it is. So those are the pretty end colors that we have. And I think that's it, my friends. There are 2 suites in the catalog we could not order yet, and that I wanted more than the other one that we could order, which was the Sun Prince. There's, I can't really tell you about them yet since we couldn't order them. I can't order them until May, like the rest of you. Hopefully they'll come in by then. So yeah, I'm going to be spending an hour or two preparing my stamp sets and putting them away. Yesterday, I cleaned up my bookcase and put the ones that are retiring in a box so I could make room for these to be. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't get a whole lot because I don't have a whole lot of room. Thank you. I think I did good. I got florals and manly stuff, and I'm really happy with the man paper. And you know, we have some nice sentiments in Sending Smiles. Oops, this goes with this. I forget what this is. Oh, Happiness. I just showed that. We have the Brood for You, standalone framed occasions with which I think will go well with those stitched circles and squares, and also the Hello Beautiful hexagons that are in the mini catalog. Limited edition for those that sell their cards, and then He's All That. And I'm missing the Tea Party, huh? And the Tea Party. Oh, here, this goes with Happiness Abounds, another floral. So I got really sort of 2 florals and Cup of Tea, which has hearts that cut out also. I know the catalog actually shows hearts coming out of a cup, and I'm like, where are they? But they're in the dies, not in the stamp. So, and it has lemon, or that's a lemon probably, since I saw the paper. But I guess you could also use that for watermelon or something with Sweet Sorbet, right? So that would be a different idea to do with that already. So anyway, there we go. 3 bundles I got, and some standalone sets, and a few designer papers. Tried not to go heavy on the paper, but there are still 1 or 2 more specialty papers that I want, and there's more stuff that I want. I can't, there's some really nice standalone stamp sets that I just absolutely have to have. They're different and I want them, but I can't talk about them yet. Yeah, that would be cute as a watermelon, right? I thought so. I thought it was a watermelon at first, and then I thought, you know, there's lemons in the paper. So, but I'll probably use it as both. Or orange, either. Could be orange or lime or lemon or watermelon. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Yeah, OL, yes, right. Yeah, I mentioned that. OL, yes. And then remember the punch outs. What did that say? I'm curious now. I have to see that again. It said, "You make me hoppy," which goes with that set too. And then we've got some for the hour. Wow. Yeah. I think this is really cool that they put punch outs in. I think that is just so cool. I'm happy about that. I'm so glad I got that paper. I really wasn't sure Because usually if I get Manly paper, I don't use it all in time, you know. But I think I'll use this one. Make a wish list. That's where to start. I do. I actually got my official one yesterday. Oh, I have one more stamp set. Hang on. I have to find it. I didn't get it in my pre-order, but I did get it. I partially attended a thing called On Tour online, and we were sent a stamp set and a catalog. I'll show you the cover of the catalog. That's all I'm allowed to show you. There's the catalog. Oops, hang on. Let me move some stuff. This is the new catalog. Isn't she pretty? And anyway, there's this stamp set on. It'll be on page 18. And this goes with the dies I said, Fabulous Frames, which they're standalone dies, but I didn't get them. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll go with stitched rectangles and other dies too. So it's nice because it has nice big fonts again. You've got thank you, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. Thus the name Good Feelings. I'm just so happy for you. You're on my mind and in my heart. And hip, hip, hooray. They're separate. Hip, hip, and hooray are separate. These are cling, and I did take the time the other day to go ahead and take them and set them up. I did do my mailing list. So if you placed an order between January and March 30th, I know you did, March 30th, of $50 or more, you're on the list. Otherwise, excuse me a minute, I did not. And I did not order catalogs because I have a tendency to get boxes sitting all over my house with unsent catalogs. So I'm just going to suggest to those that didn't get one, if you really, 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 really want one and you want to use me as your demonstrator, send me an email at dahliadesigns57 at gmail.net, I think it is. Excuse me, and let me know, and I will see if I can get some for. I had to order boxes of 8. That's my problem. So anyway, and I didn't want to do that if I wasn't going to get the interest. As of May 3rd, you should be able to go online and order one if you didn't get one, but you'd have to pay for it. You're welcome. So yeah, that's the catalog. I think this is the die from the man one. Let me check something. Ooh, see, now where'd he go? He's all that. No, not the man one. It was one of the other ones. It was, excuse me, Happiness Abounds. They used Happiness Abounds on the cover because it has that, what do you call that? Like notebook. So sorry, hang on. I had to get a drink of water. All right. So there you go. And then this paper is the one that looks like the oil painting on the back of the Happiness Abounds. Yep, that's what they used. So there you go. This die, I think it's just like a background die that'll cut out lots of little heart-shaped flowers and things. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, it's not really shown here, and I can't open the catalog. But that's kind of my thought on, it's sort of like a background texture die. You know what? Let me just get a piece of card and I'll run it through for you. Why not? I have to get one that's already cut that you'll be able to see. How about we use polished pink? Because because it looks like it has little hearts. I'll just do it because why not? Now, because this is really detailed, it doesn't look like it cuts the edges out. So I think this is going to cut into your card. Let's see which way I want to do it. Maybe this way. And just leave those designs there with the hollows. And then you could put something behind it. That's what I'm thinking. So let me run it through. Oops, I have to unbury my machine. And because it's a detailed die like that, I am going to run it back and forth twice. I just trust it better that I'll get good, you know, that the things will pop out good. All right, so that was back and forth twice. Whew. All the little heart-shaped things are popping off. I'm not popping off at me. I'm not going to save them this time, but sometimes I might, and you could inlay them, perhaps. Yeah, that's what it does. It cuts into your paper. And maybe I'd run it through another time. Let me move that out of the way because those are all popping off everywhere. Let's see if they'll come out with the pokey tool. So maybe run it back and forth. No, oh, okay, they're not meant to. They're meant to, some of them are meant to just pop up. They stay in there, but you can pop them up off the card, and the other ones pop out. So they do not, some of them do not come all the way out. And let me get a piece of white to put it on. There. Pretty. Yeah, it's fun. It is fun. And that's in the Happiness Abounds. And that's part of the Hues of Happiness Suite collection, which came with that floral paper and the glossy dots. These glossy dots. Did you miss that paper? It's 12 by 12. I don't know. I don't remember where people came in. But I'll put this away later. So I'll use that sometime soon. So, and then this one was not part of my pre-order, but I got it from the new catalog. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Saturday. That's where you came in? Okay, cool. And this Fern 3D embossing folder is new. It's part of the Sun Prince suite, but it also works with your Forever Fern bundle that you might have, or Stampin' Dies. So that's a good one to get, even if you don't get that bundle as well. I think it's really pretty. And it'll be a nice background on the cards. We're losing our Tasteful Textile embossing folder, and we already lost the one that was kind of a classic. Oh, okay, Judy. And your address is New York in there. Sorry about that. I did get one extra. I have one extra catalog because it's the one they mail them to demonstrators ahead of time, and mine came yesterday. So it's still in the shrink wrap. Oh, these are pretty. Oh, just makes me want to eat them, but don't eat the ink. Do get your ink refills at the same time you get your ink pads, because they seem to go out of stock quickly these days. So if they're available May 3rd, get your ink pads and your stamps, and then, I mean, your refills, and then also put your labels on your stamp pads. I didn't do that yet. They're on the back, and they peel up here, in case you're not familiar. Well, usually they do. My nails are a mess, so it should come up pretty easy anyway. There we go. And they're in different languages, but there's always one that is one or two. There's two that don't have words on them. So don't throw them out. And I'll obviously use the English one. And what I do is I put the English one right here. Very carefully, like that. And then also what I usually do, I haven't done it lately, but on my regular ones, I put a N for neutral, R for regal, B for brights, and S for subtles, just so I can remember. I used to put an I somewhere on here, but I don't do that so much anymore for the in colors. And then one of these will go on the inside, right in here. And you can use tweezers for this, but I just am being lazy. Yeah, I didn't get it centered, but push that down in there. And then if you wanted to, you could put the other one. Actually, I put that on the wrong side. Oh gosh, silly me. I put it on the back. I store mine with the opening towards me, so I should have put it here. But you could put the other one on the other side, which I think I'll do, because I usually take this, I'll show you in a minute. My neighbor is doing something with some kind of big machinery, and I don't know what they're doing. But see this? If you take that off, but leave this one on, this tells you all the information about the ink and stuff. It has these little dots here, and they will stack better if you do that. If you just want to stack them like that, it helps them stay stacked better. I have the Stampin' storage units that hold the Stampin' Write marker and the ink pad together. And I have one for each of the in colors, and then I have an extra which I have retired blends in at the moment. I don't know exactly because I have some other videos I have to get done and use. I want to use stuff from the January to June mini and still the current annual too. So don't forget, in April, it's last chance for many things in the annual catalog, and many are on sale. I went over those in a different live 2 Thursdays ago, I believe. So probably closer to May page, because I also, right now, later today and tomorrow, I'm going to be working on taxes all day. Yuck. I do my own taxes, so icky. Yeah. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to get off of here so I'm going to try and do one more video today for hashtag simple stamping after I get this cleaned up, and then I have to not craft the rest of the weekend. So yeah. Okay, Paige. Plus I have the waves. Oh, that's also in the annual. Hang on. I forgot about that. Oh. This was, it's a special thing. You can get it now. It was a pre-release. The Waves of Inspiration, that is available. That's in the annual also. So I forgot to write the page number on here because I didn't have it at the time. But the specialty paper and the dots and something else, the foil paper that went with it. The designer paper, the foil papers, and the bling are not carrying forward. So if you want them, get them now. This is in the annual, though. Yeah, it's a really pretty catalog. And this is not all of it. There's 2 suites that I was not able to order that I really, 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 especially one of them, really, really wanted. So, yeah, it is a beautiful catalog. They always are. Maybe what I'll try and do, I didn't do my live Thursday night. I just I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Anyway, maybe what I'll try and do is do one new catalog, one current annual, and one January to June, or mix them together for my Thursday lives for the rest of the month. And that way we'll get one of each for that. Okay. That might be a plan. 3 cards, because that's usually what I do on my lives anyway. And one from the January to June, one from the annual that's retiring, and one from the new. Yay. All right. That's the plan. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here because I've got to get all this stuff labeled and put away. And I'm going to be using, well, the hashtag simple stamping requirement this time is for something new beginnings, which could be weddings, could be baby, could be new house, that kind of thing. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do for that. I'm usually trying to get that up by noon, but obviously I'm late because it's noon now, 12:02. So I'm going to have lunch, put this stuff away, get busy, and sometime today I'll have hashtag simple stamping up. All right. Take care. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Hugs, love, and peace to everyone. Bye.